The story of King Midas. Once upon a time there was a king named Midas. He lived in his castle with his little daughter, who was named Marigold. King Midas was very, very rich. It was said that he had more gold than any other king in the world, yet he always craved for more and more. The king grew so fond of his gold that he loved it better than anything else in all the world. One day, while he was in his chambers admiring his gold, a fairy stood before him. "Midas, you are the richest man in the world," said the fairy. "There is no king who has as much gold as you." "That may be," replied the king, "but I should like much more, for gold is the best and the most wonderful thing in the world to me." "If I could have but one wish," said the king, "I would ask that everything I touch be turned into gold." "I will grant you your wish," said the fairy. "At sunrise tomorrow morning, your slightest touch will turn everything into gold. But I warn you that your gift will not make you happy." The next day, King Midas awoke very early. He was eager to see if the fairy's promise had come true. He lightly touched his bed, and the bed turned into solid gold. He touched the table and the chairs, and in an instant they were turned to gold. The king was wild with joy. He ran around the castle, touching everything he could see. His magic gift turned all he touched to shining yellow gold. The king soon felt hungry and went down to eat his breakfast. Now, a strange thing happened. When he raised a glass of clear, cold water to drink, it became solid gold. Not a drop of water could pass his lips. The bread turned to gold under his fingers. The meat was hard and yellow and shiny. Not a thing could he get to eat. All was gold, gold, gold. From the garden, little Marigold came running in to greet her father. Of all living creatures, she was the dearest to him. He kissed her good morning, but at once the little girl was changed to a golden statue. A great fear crept into the king's heart, sweeping all joy out of his life. In his grief, he called out to the fairy who had given him the gift of the golden touch. "Oh, fairy," he begged, "take away this horrible golden gift." In a moment, the beautiful fairy was standing before him. "Are you sure that you no longer wish the golden touch?" asked the fairy. "I'm sure," said the king. "I no longer think gold the greatest thing in the world." The fairy quickly reversed the spell, and everything came back to normal. King Midas learned his lesson and was never greedy again. The end.